Namaste guys, Rajesh here for Namaste Tech, and in this video I'm going to do a speed test and multitasking comparison between the Redmi Note 3 and the Xiaomi Mi 5. Now I've done a lot of speed tests of the Redmi Note 3 and the handset has performed admirably in all of them, while this will be the first speed test that I will be doing of the Mi 5. I initially thought of comparing the Mi 5 to the Galaxy S7 first, but then I realized comparing it to the Redmi Note 3 will actually be better because it will clearly show just how much of a difference there is between Xiaomi's mid-range and flagship smartphone. So a quick reminder of the specs before we start with the speed test. This particular variant of the Mi 5 sports a 1.8 GHz Snapdragon 820 chip and 3 GB of RAM, while the Redmi Note 3 here comes with a hexa-core Snapdragon 650 chipset and 3 GB of RAM. As I have done before, I will be doing a multitasking comparison between the two devices after the speed test. So in this speed test, I will be opening 7 applications on both these phones using Disco Mark. These 7 apps include Asphalt 8, Camera, Chrome, Clash of Clans, Microsoft Excel, Snapseed and Temple Run. So without further ado, let's get started. Now I know that the result of the speed test is very surprising. The Redmi Note 3 won the speed test and it opened the 7 applications in just over 5 seconds, while the Mi 5 took just over 6 seconds for the same. I actually repeated the speed test 3 more times to confirm, and every time the Redmi Note 3 won. If anything, that really shows how good the performance of the Redmi Note 3 is. A closer look at the individual scores and you can see that the Redmi Note 3 was just a wee bit faster in opening all the applications compared to the Mi 5. Now do note here that I have the 1.8 GHz variant of the Mi 5, but the Snapdragon 820 chip is vastly superior to Snapdragon 650 found inside the Redmi Note 3, so the slightly lower clock speed of the chipset should not really matter here. So with the speed test out of the way, let's now start with the multitasking comparison. I'll start with the Redmi Note 3 first. So I'll be opening all the applications one by one with the games, that is Clash of Clans, Temple Run and Asphalt 8 at the very last. I do expect Asphalt 8 to be unloaded from the RAM of the phone from both devices so as to save resources, which is actually the smart thing to do here. So it can be said that all the 4 applications were present in the RAM of the phone. So you can see here that MIUI says that out of the total 3 GB, the Redmi Note 3 still has 1.2 GB of free RAM available with 7 applications open, including 3 games. That is actually very impressive. So let's now load the games and see whether the Redmi Note 3 has all of them in its memory or not. So the Redmi Note 3 did unload Clash of Clans and Asphalt 8 from its memory, but it loaded the games pretty quickly, and considering that these games are pretty heavy, I say that unloading them makes a lot of sense. So let's now head over to the Mi 5. The Mi 5, just like the Redmi Note 3, comes with 3 GB of RAM, but it features faster LPDDR4 memory. Interestingly, MIUI says that out of the total 3 GB, the Mi 5 has 1 GB of RAM free, which is around 200 to 300 MB lower than what the Redmi Note 3 had with the same set of applications open. Anyways, let me now quickly open all the 4 applications. So just like the Redmi Note 3, the Mi 5 had all the 4 applications in its memory. Now time to load the 3 games: Temple Run, Clash of Clans and Asphalt 8. So just like the Redmi Note 3, the Mi 5 also unloaded Clash of Clans and Asphalt 8 from its RAM, but the Mi 5 reloaded these applications significantly faster than the Redmi Note 3. This is likely due to the handset coming with a faster LPDDR4 RAM and a faster Snapdragon 820 chipset. So guys, the speed test and multitasking comparison between the Redmi Note 3 and the Mi 5 was very interesting if you ask me. The Mi 5, despite coming with a powerful processor, lost the speed test to the Redmi Note 3, which really shows just how good this budget phone from Xiaomi is. In multitasking, Both phones performed almost the same, though the extra horsepower of the Mi 5 did allow it to reload applications slightly faster. As I have said in my previous videos, the Redmi Note 3 is a terrific performer for its price, and that trend continues in this video. Xiaomi's mid-range handset in terms of performance is almost as good as the company's flagship device, which really says a lot. So guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to drop in a comment below and hit the like button to let us know. Thanks for watching.